Good morning, sab manoge. Aji morning laga salam janai dia ase. Ami chipen krung. Aji apni khan ami lo de ase. Nagaland TV laga first show of the day. Good morning, Nagaland. So idu nishna apni khan ke amila mon de khushi rakhi na apni khan ke sab pujur laga salam janai dia ase. Ami khan tin do suru no hoa agere Nagaland TV bra apni khan karne ekta special sandesh anigina ase. Aro idu sandesh to isur laga kotha de bra ase. So ami khan gude chai libi ami khan laga din do isur laga kotha bra sur kuri gina din do cha humoi de ami khan isur laga kotha do yad kuri gina ami khan laga rasta do idubra dekhai di bole rasta do idubra ake lui ja bole to idu arne here is a Bible passage to start the day.
This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms 118:24.
Psalms 18:24 bra kwa nishna itu achi laga din do isur bra banaise itu nimide ami khan isur bra bana laga din de ami khan khushi thakibo aro ami khan laga dagat ami khan laga khushi do sob isur bra anigina ami khan ke ashirwad dibule dibo to idu laga Bible passage to idu ase isur laga kotha do aro ami khan itia do isur laga kotha de ami khan laga mon do dagat dishe aro ami khan la din do idu bra phal kordise but also ami khan positive message pi ekta hunibo ami khan constantly eniga dunia de pirai ase ami khan where negativity always turns out to be more than positivity ami khan eniala situation de thaki ase so left and right front and behind we are always engulfed we are always submerged in negativities so ami khan idula in the midst of negativities ami khan la mondo ami khan focus ekta rakhibole ami khan la mondo determined ekta rakhibole ami khan la mondo ekta consistent persistent ekta rakhibole ekta positive reinforcement to lage so idu nimide Nagaland TV bra apni khan karne ekta positive message ekta likhina ase aro ekta anigina ase so without any further ado let us all dive into this wonderful message that will help us power through the day. So here is another positive message for every one of us.
Freedom lies in being bold. Robert Frost.
Yes, indeed. Freedom lies in being bold. So they have always said, people who have changed the world, people who have contributed in changing the world have always said that, you know, it is the problem with the world is not the absence of good people. The problem is because good people refuse to speak up. And when we refuse to speak up, we are not bold enough. We want the change, but we are not bold enough to stand up for what we feel are important issues that could bring a lot of changes into this world. So ami khan chupchap na thakibo ami khan let us not be social loafers. Let us not wait for somebody to step up. Let us not wait for somebody to come to the fore and make a change. Let us all be agents of change. Or to be an agent of change, we need to be bold, we need to be straightforward, we need to be big-hearted. So ami khan manuke narukina, ami khan phui na khaigina, ami khan piche de na chupaigina, ami khan akere ahibo, aro ami khan ki biswas kuri ase idu ami idu kurile idu pra dunia de manula jivan de ekta hansi anibo manula jivan de ekta phal budli anibo to ami khan sob itu laga agent of change kuribo ami khan piche de na thaki gina akere ahi gina mon dangor thaki gina ami khan ki sahi ase ki hosa kam ase ki phal kam ase idu kuri jabo when the world tries to bring us down let us all take that as a challenge let us all take that as an examination and amikan itulaga manulaga taunting khan manulaga disbelief khan manukhan bra amian lo de ability khan de biswas nagura khan, let us all take those as challenges and let us overcome them and let us be bold and let us be free. So amikan itu yad de rakibo. Yes, so now this is the time has come for us to listen to the top headlines, the top stories that are making the rounds today. Achi subarebi amikan stories pisha ase kishim kishim manigin ase. So here we have some headlines that are doing the rounds. Mamata Banerjee writes to Prime Minister Modi for the second time, insisting the proposed amendment to the IAS Qatar Rules 1954 be revoked. Banerjee calls centre's move foundation of our federal policy and basic structure of constitutional scheme. Indian Council of Medical Research have proposed that the vaccination drives have helped in significantly limiting the number of deaths in the ongoing COVID-19 wave. The Health Ministry informs that the use of antivirals or monoclonal antibodies is not recommended for children less than 18 years of age, irrespective of the severity of infection. Also makes wearing of masks by children aged 6 to 11 not mandatory. The National Human Rights Commission calls for a national law to end attachism and ambiguity in dealing with refugees and asylum seekers in India. Says a nation must help them seek benefits of welfare measures put in place by the government, even if it takes care of national security. China's foreign ministry claims to have no awareness of the incident in which the Chinese People's Liberation Army reportedly abducted a 17-year-old Arunachal youth from Upper Siang district. Says PLA controls the borders and cracks down on illegal entry and exit activities. And those were the stories that are doing the rounds today. Amikan yatebra tiki paisha. Achi morning de kiki important stories kan kurai ase. So idula stories kan do you have probably heard of it. The ministry, health ministry kan brabi bacha khan laga vaccination nimidebi kotha kurigina ase. And in that dagan antivirals kan aro itu nishna alak dawai kan do bacha 6 to 11 years kan karne tagan recommend nakure. Also, takan mention bi kurigina ase that bachakando must to chulabule amount mandatory nai, but if possible, parents can laga supervision under the nule do doctors can health professionals can laga supervision under the bachakan must to chulabule pare. But once again, the health ministry say that it is not mandatory. Indian Council of Medical Research prabi chanai disha ami kan ke that India ongoing third wave COVID pandemic chai thakade idula third wave de manu mot hwado significantly pishi kumdi huise. Indian Council of Medical Research all this is because of the massive vaccination drives that have been carried out or that are being carried out right now as a measure against the pandemic. So it one top stories round Mamata Banerjee Prabi Prime Minister Narendra Modi ke dui bar chiti likhi kina ase aro Mamata Banerjee Prataila chiti dekhi kuise Prime Minister Modi ke idu Indian Administrative Service Rules 1954 la de reforms kan putli kura kan do idu changes kan proposed changes kan idu one ge implement nakoribi kuigina Mamata Banerjee para Prime Minister Modi ke koi dishe Mamata Banerjee feels that idu one do bishi draconian ase aro iniga bra fear psychosis ekta create kribo kuigina tai janai dishe ki fear psychosis ase kuli idu manukan tahan kam kura laga tariga khan de bishi Ekta changes kan ani dishikole to idu reforms kan putli kuri dishila koido IAS kan takan ekta mon shanti bra takan ekta mon aram bra kam no kuribo aro idu nimide takan la mon de phui aro chindabi khusi jabo pare idorne Mamata Banerjee bra she calls those proposed reforms as draconian and urges Prime Minister Modi not to go ahead with implementation. So it one top stories kan chai ase aro amikan ekta size also idu print review de aisha. Now this is one of the most interesting parts of this Good Morning show. So in this print review, amikan Nagaland Post, Eastern Mirror, Murung Express, idu one loigina print kan review kure. So these stories are basically jagale ula khan ase, but sometimes not everyone of us has the luxury to read the newspaper or to be able to invest time in going through what have been written or what have been doing the rounds in Nagaland. So aji morning Nagaland TV pra apni kan karne ekta print review laga section ani na ase. So this is the print review. Yes, so what we are going to do now, we will take the Morong Express. Amikan Morong Express to now we are going to do a review on the Morong Express. Yeah, so the first story that strikes us here is this very article, this very news, and this is a really big one. So amikan itula story de dikhi pai ase PWD workers can. PWD workers, especially not everyone, but PWD workers can laga majority takan grade B, grade C, aru grade D, they can like employees can. So chun manu PWD field they come as a public works department, they come as a government of Nagaland laga under there. They have alleged that they have not been paid for the last 22 months. So apni kan bi sabi say 22 months will almost 2 years wishe. So they can to be exact, PWD workers can grade B, grade C, or grade D kan takan bra ilzam lagashe takan kuigina ase that Nagaland Sarkar bra they can get tangkha dia nai, they can get salary dia nai for the last 22 months, which is 1 year and 10 months. So amikan, this type of stories make us wonder what the government is actually trying to do here. What if this is itu PWD works department nohigina alag department huisheguledo? What if itu India de Nagaland de nohigina India de huisheguledo? What would have happened by now? Amikan itu bi pharbra phamna group lage. So here field workers of PWD department have cautioned the Nagaland government that they would go on a strike if their pending salaries, the pending salaries for grade B, C, and D employees are not fulfilled by January 31st. So deadline be digina se takan yate January 31st tak tai kan laga salary kan tai kan mehnat gurina tai kan duk baigina tai kan laga hak to takan la salary dot January 31st prana baile do takan ekta andolan gribo koina Nagaland Sarkar ke takan idu message chanai digina se. Aru amikan yadi dikhi pala in sabde do idu see. As per the government of Nagaland's office memorandum dated 21st August 2021, physical verification was conducted in divisions or subdivisions by a verification committee under the NPWD. So Daikan Goala said the verification process was to be completed within a period of 1 month. However, it stated that it has been almost 5 months and that the physical verification report has not been declared so far. Now, I am not surprised at this because amikan pamna kurisai siguledo when it is Nagaland, everything is very slow. I am very sorry to say this. I am not against any individual here, but I have grown up in this system. Ami aru abnikan itula system de dangor huigina ahala ase. So amikan chani ase Nagaland de ekta chudumudu kam ekta hobo goiledo everything is very slow, very disheartening. Everything is so disappointingly slow. So amikan kam office ekta de chudumudu kam ekta korna chabo goiledo we have to go several times because the system itself is very slow. So yadibi PWD workers class grade B, C, and D kan bra kuigina ulai dia la hisab de do idu physical verification do 21st August 2021 de ulai dia la hisab de 1 month period ek moina de khotam kurigina thakule thakise ek moina de physical verification kan khotam hoigina tagana salary be already baigina thakibo lage by this time, but ajido forget about 21st August 2021. Here we are already amikan third week de ahigina asado, the third week of the new year, January 2022 la third week de ase aru itia tak pi verification do complete hua nai and it's almost been 5 months takan ko ase 5 mahina bi hoise. So idula 5 mahina de takan verification do khotom guri dia nai aru idul nimite takan eman dukra thaki ase. So just imagine, this is a question I would like to put forward to the Nagaland government. What if the ministers, what if the Nagaland cabinet, what if the concerned department heads, they don't take their salary for 22 months? would they be as patient, would they be as considerate, would they be as mon shanti de thakibona nai takan eman mon aram bra salary na paile bi hui jabo ene pai jabo ene aro na thakibo ola dangor manu khan do because dangor manu hobi chudu mudu hobi grade B hobi grade C hobi field workers hobi nuli do office te thakiala manu hobi kon holibi nijor manu dangkha to lagi ase. Everybody deserves what they have worked hard for, and it's a fundamental human right that whatever you have worked hard for, you must be paid. So Nagaland government, though, this is a message that the PWD workers are putting forward to the Nagaland government to initiate or to expedite the process, to finish the process as soon as possible, and to release the salary. They're very, their hard-earned money that they deserve, the salary to be released by 31st August. If in case Nagaland Sarkar bra idu kurana guledo, they would go on a strike. So, and whatever strike that the PWD workers go for, it is justified. It is justified, and Nagaland Sarkar bra, they cannot, they have no right to come up with any more excuses. But they are left with no choice but to expedite the process, and they have to pay the grade B and C. Grade B, C, and D workers, the field workers in the PWD department, because they deserve it. So Nagaland government should not delay this process anymore. And Taikan, we have already suffered, many of us have suffered a lot in the past 2 years because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Some of us have lost our jobs. Some of us have been cut out. Our only source of income has been cut out. So Nagaland Sarkar do itu janibo lage that many people are still burdened. Many people are still, bearing the burdens of the COVID lockdowns, of the COVID pandemic, and manubra kam grina thakakando Nagaland Sarkar brabi eniga nakurubo lage, because this is a violation of human rights, and this is a violation of ethics. Government bra idu Korea do bishibiase. So by 31st January, let us all hope, and let us all keep the hope that the Nagaland government would do the needful and release the salary for the grade B and C field workers in the PWD department. Also, another thing, let us go to Eastern Mirror. So Eastern Mirror, the first thing that we are able to see here is the creation of Shamarur district. So Shamarur district is finally a district. So Shamarur is the 16th district of Nagaland. So in a period of 2 months, or let us just say roughly 1 month, Nagaland has added 3 more districts. So Shamarur becomes the 16th one. Now, we are very happy because Shamarur, they have been fighting over this. They have been fighting over, creation or declaration or upgradation of Shamarur headquarters to a district for a very long time, a very, very long time indeed. So I can fight Korea bishi diribra fight Korea here, and finally the Nagaland government have actually seen that there is a need in creating Shamarur to a full-fledged district and not just remain as a headquarters. So this is a very welcome move from the government of Nagaland, and it is not just the creation of the Shamarur district itself, but Shamarur district ekla nohoigina itiaro dikir can be Nagajati ekta officially recognized vishay. So we are very proud, we are very happy, and we congratulate both the people of Shamarur district and the Tikir tribe. We are very happy for the achievement, for the reciprocation of your proposal by the Nagaland government, and this is indeed a very happy move, and this is indeed a very welcome move by the government of Nagaland. So Shamarur headquarter banai dia Buila headquarter banai digina thakado itia do Shamarur bi ekta full-fledged district ekta hoise. So let us hope that creation of district banai dia do, it's just not paper ekla nohoy, nohile do Nagaland laga constituency increase kuribole ekla nohoy. I hope this is not just a move by the government of Nagaland to create more constituencies, to create more vote banks for their own respective political parties. But ami hope krese, ami akha kurese that Shamarur district banai dia do ekta monde manukhan nimide janda khan nimide ekta concern thakabra banai dia la hobo, aro Shamarur district banai dia nimide district te idu jaga de eman salbra neglect hoigina Nagaland Sarkar bra eman salbra neglect hoigina na saigina step motherly treatment kan digina hado idu district banai dia bra Shamarur de Janda khan nimide jaga khan de bosti khan de bijli bi phal ani bole akha kuri ase manuhan nimile nokri bi create kuribole akha kuri ase nokri laga moka bi bishi ulabole akha kuri ase rasta kan bi phal ra banai dibole akha kuri ase edu ekla noina shiksha de education khan de bi phal kuri dibole akha kuri ase aro Shamaro district banai dia bra manuhan laga health te manuhan laga lifestyle de bi phal changes anibole ami kan akha kuri ase. So I just hope that creation of Shamaro district is not just for creating another vote bank or for creating another assembly constituency. Let us hope that Idula creation, actually this is because the government is concerned for the people and the government is actually concerned about bringing about a lot of positive changes in the lives of the people of Shamaro district. And also Tikir Khan Huilibi, we are very pleased, we are very happy that finally Tikir to act the official tribe Nagamanu laga and Idu laga a recognition pra. We hope that there will be a lot of changes, there will be a lot of positive changes among the Tikir tribes also, among the people of the Tikir tribe also. So let us also move on to another. Now, here we are able to see the ANSU press release here. Now, the All Nagaland College Students Union, they are very unhappy with the government of Nagaland's decision to exempt or to, yes, to prohibit any student who have not or who has not inoculated, who has not been inoculated. So here, this is indeed a very, even a few days ago, the central government, even they have said that vaccination is not mandatory. Even the central government has, filed a response to the Supreme Court telling the Supreme Court that vaccination is not mandatory, but it's compulsory. Sorry, it's not compulsory, but it's a choice. So it's voluntary. So even central government is saying this, but here in this case, Nagaland government has given a directive that whoever has not taken the COVID-19 jab, they cannot take admission or they cannot attend physical classes. So now this is in complete contradiction to what the central government has said to the Supreme Court. Now, central government probably tagan Supreme Court ke kuishe that gun huli bi vaccines lobule mon chaile do lobule paribo, but that is jabarjasti ekunai. But here the Nagaland government has issued a different restriction here, issued a different step that kunbra admission lobule mon ase, kunbra offline physical classes attend kurule mon ase, tagan do vaccination do logine thakibulage. So the ANSU, the All Nagaland College Students Union, they have responded to the government of Nagaland and they have expressed their displeasure. They have expressed their disappointment against the decision. ANSU pra koyase takan pra in a later address to the Chief Secretary of Nagaland, the ANSU lauded the state government's effort in helping students combat with the COVID-19 pandemic and maintained that measures are required for preventing the spread of disease. However, it said that compromising students' academic value at the cost of education is irrational. Yes, I couldn't agree with ANSU more on this because nobody can be ever, exempted. Nobody can be ever denied education just because they have not availed vaccination. So it is important for us, we know how safe the vaccination or the vaccines can keep you. We know how protected the vaccines can keep you, but at the same time, it is against moral ethics. It is against moral ethics to force somebody to get jabbed against their wish, against their will. So ANSU Prabi rightly point out Kurigina say that manuke admission na dia do, manuke education lobole moga na dia do, just because tagan vaccine loana idu wrong ase, idu kalat ekta kalat soch ase, ekta kalat bhavna ase, aro idu ekta irrational ase Kurigina ANSU pra Nagaland government ke kuitigina ase. So idula issue do itia tak bi nia chaise. So there has been a lot of conversation going on lately about the COVID-19 injections, that whether it should be made compulsory or whether it should be made voluntary. But I feel that most people or some people have their opinion here. Some people feel that making it mandatory, making it compulsory is against, it is also one of moral policing. That's what people are expressing here. And people want vaccination to be voluntary and not mandatory. Let's go on to another story here. Yes, so this is very interesting here. Again, state will get a separate high court very soon. So Nagaland state government, we hopefully we will get a separate high court soon. So this statement was issued. This statement was made by our Honorable Chief Minister Nipurio. So Nipurio has said that the state government will soon get a separate high court based in Kohima and judges in all the districts. Now, when we talk about the high court, I couldn't help but yad krede that the ekta high court Kohima la outskirts te thakala idu high court kiman saubi hoise bhanai gina. So I hope that our state government is not waiting for another budget to complete the high court, because it is very ironical, but itula high court la building do banai gina construction kam do suru guna, it has been many years now, but idiadak pe high court la building do khodam honai. And whereas if you look at the high courts of Guwahati, if you look at the high court buildings in Meghalaya or in Manipur, we could see that those buildings are majestic, and we can we can call them as palatial. They look like palace, but if you look at the high court building in Kohima, it is in a very sorry state. The court, I'm talking about the court building that is on the outskirts of Kohima. So idia takpi Nagaland Sarkar do idia existing court laga building bi banai gina khotom hua nai aro itu bishi sal hoise. So let us hope that the Nagaland government is serious here and that they will actually implement this. And Gikila High Court huilebi idia do we can just hope that the funds would be wisely utilized, the funds would be judiciously used, so that the money that we receive in construction or in completion of the High Court building would actually go towards the citizens' welfare, or would go towards a bridging gap, would go towards solving disagreements, would go towards solving issues that are society based. So we hope that the Nagaland government is serious on this issue, and we hopefully hope to have a high court very soon in Nagaland. And so the last story that we would be reviewing here today is yes. So this is another story that is taken out from that is taken out from this the Eastern Mirror. Yes, so the Eastern Mirror here, I'm sorry, it's the Morang Express. So in the Morang Express we could see that the power department is to complete installation of prepaid meters in Kohima by February 2022. So I have been engaged in a lot of conversation regarding this prepaid meter that is currently being installed in Kohima. So people are saying that there is a mixed response from the people who are availing this facility here, that prepaid it very it runs out of payment very soon. That's what I have been hearing a lot. And some people also say that it is convenient because they will pay only what only how much they have used for, or they don't have to run around multiple times trying to clear their bills. But here also on the other side there is a different side to this story. So there are people who are lamenting that. I would use this word, lament. So kunba manuprado koi ase idu prepaid pra puisa kan bi bishi chuldi khotom hoi ase. For an instance, apni 1000 la recharge which it doesn't even go 1 month. That's what they are saying. So this is indeed something that the state government, the power department should look into. The power department can be tagan itu nutun installation process kan tagan guria sat. They should also look into the advantages. Also, they should also look into the loopholes that this prepaid system is creating, and that it's not just one or two, but some people have expressed their disappointment, stating that tagan 1000 la recharge and it ran out even within or even before 3 weeks. So indeed it's a very serious thing, because 1 month the 1000 plus electricity bill ulado pishi chindala kothekta ase, aro especially if you are in a state like Kohima where there is no need for air conditioners, where there is less need for ceiling fans or table fans, something like that. So in a state de man thanda jaga de electricity to you pay more than 1,000, it's a hefty amount. So I'm sure that the public are also with me right now when I say this, is that 1,000 1 month 1,000 electricity power huado bishi ko tha ase do. So I'm sure the state government, the concerned department, the power department will look into this issue, and takan manu chanda khan nimide convenience karne chanda khan laga aram nimide takan nudun vikas ania homoide takan idu vikas khan phal side pi saile vikas khan laga bia side pi saile do bishi phal hobo. So these are the stories that we have reviewed this morning from Morning Express and Eastern Mirror. So idia do amikan ekta fact of the day jabo. So I'm very interested in this section because fact of the day it helps us to go back in the past and put ourselves there, so we get knowledge of what or who has been a part of the past. So here it is. Let us look at the fact of the day.
Manipur, Meghalaya and Tripura became separate state on January 21, 1972. Sushant Singh Rajput, Indian film actor, was born on January 21, 1986.
Yes, I want to send greetings on behalf of Nagaland TV to Manipur, Meghalaya and Tripura. On this very day, the three states attained their statehood, or they became separate states. So Nagaland TV laga side debra Manipur, Tripura aru Meghalaya ge salam janai dia ase, state banai dia la tinde. So now we have a very interesting segment coming up. It's the morning melody. So we know Nagamanuhando music te kiman connected ase. For us, music is in our blood, and music is what we eat, music is what we sleep with, music is what we drink. So let us all, boost ourselves, let us all pump ourselves, and let us listen to this amazing musical piece. So here it is, the morning melody.
Hey yo, it's your boy Anonymous J. I'm about to get myself in trouble tonight. That bitch fine. Somebody help me, help me. Man, that bitch look like goofy. Somebody just help me, help me. She fine like mithai and jalebi. No stopping from Mumbai to Delhi. No shots, just big cups of lassi. We got the Mickey Sony yes in the backseat. Now I'm trying to whip up my yellow taxi. Indian vibe, I'm trying to bring it in. Anonymous go with this, everybody let that sink in. That booty tender like chicken tikka masala. Ay, she met that booty clap, now everybody trying to holler. Say y'all wanted to twerk, right? Alright, let's get it. Twerk, 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 man, twerk, 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 man, twerk, 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 man, twerk. Alright, hold up real quick. Somebody just help me, help me. And that bitch look like goofy. Somebody just help me, help me. She fine like mithai and jalebi. Help me, help me. Man, that bitch look like goofy. Somebody just help me, help me. She fine like mithai and jalebi.
मीठे हो तेरे तीखे नैन, ऐ बातें और बूटी दोनों करवी है गयो blowing my mind जैसे खट्टा कोई तेरी जैसी देसी गर्ल नहीं देखी कोई ऐ गालों में दिल मैंने खोया मेरा दिल गल सुन ले तू मेरी let me pay your bills you and me cool fee और ये मैं feeling once you lick that cool fee I will get your feel.
Say y'all wanted to twerk, right? Alright, let's get it. Twerk. Twerk, 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 man, twerk, 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 man, twerk, 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 man, twerk. Alright, hold up real quick. Somebody just help me, help me. And that bitch so like Kulfi, Kulfi. Somebody just help me, help me. She fine like me, Thai and jalebi.
Jalebi, help me, help me.
Man, that bitch so like Kulfi, Kulfi. Somebody just help me, help me. She fine like me, Thai and jalebi. Jalebi.
छोटी मीठी बातें लगे जैसे पेड़ा पहले खोया मैंने दिल फिर खोया मेरा बेजा you the perfect blend like Malay and lassi got them perfect angles like Kaju Katli ay desi vibe in a tribal city जैसे घर तेरा next to Marwari party shaking a booty to the Kulfi anthem too hot to take साली मरवाई की लड़की
So apni khan hunise music though it I hope it had sent an adrenaline rush to your systems. So music pra ami khan ke ekta phal ekta khushi ekta de music pra ami khan la mood to elevate kore aru idu nishna idu music pra apni khan la energy to pura pump in korna din do samna koribole challenges khan obstacles khan samna koribole apni khan ke takat dibo. So idiaro we have come to the end of this morning show. So I want to thank every one of us, every one of you out there. Kunbra amige join kurise ami lode pohina Nagaland TV laga Good Morning Nagaland do show do saise. I want to thank you all for tuning in and apni khan napuribi kalibi idu morning de even tomorrow morning the same time same idula program do show do ahibo apni khan kali morning lagabi happily ami khan request kuri ase rukhi dagibi aru ami khan la sat de dibi. So before I leave you I would like to leave you with the weather updates for this day. So from here Nagaland TV, this is Chip and Kung signing off and this is a weather update for the day. Take care all of you.
Nagaland TV, Stop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10 in Global Chapter, and for Kohima and Mokokchung viewers,